Hey everyone, and welcome to my new video, welcome to my new YouTube channel. It's not my first YouTube channel. I'm 27 years old and my first YouTube channel is essentially dedicated to teaching English. Probably I have like maybe C1 English level, and in this particular channel, which I have recently decided to create, I guess I'm gonna be talking about some things and maybe problems, some obstacles, which I think, in my opinion, most people, primarily men and also maybe women have in relation to life. What this video is gonna be about, a little bit dive into some background information before, as I just said, we'll get started. I'm an English teacher and also I've been working in the financial industry for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, since 2018. Today's video is gonna be about probably one of the most difficult things which I kind of have so far. Surprisingly, as it may seem, this video is gonna be about relationships. Of course, I know that for most people, primarily for men, it's maybe the most common problem, relationships, how to date women, how to deal with them, how to maybe just basically how to exist around them. First guys, it's not gonna be this shit I'm gonna be talking how this, dating market is fucked and just, screwed up, it doesn't work this way. No, it's not the case. It's not the point of this video. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing some perspectives, maybe some, some bullet points which I found maybe for the last several years. Okay, let's start with the first one, criteria. You try to find a girl, a woman, whoever they are. You try to find a person who have, let's say, some specific criteria which you kind of came up with in your brain, in your head. It's like some number of things. It can be height, it can be, let's say, the fact that whether she's smoking or not, drinking or not, going to the gym or not. There are some criteria which you have. Other people may have different criteria. We all have different criteria, but the point is that I wouldn't say a long time ago, but recently, really, I found myself being at this kind of point that I was like, Nikita, you have so many criteria in terms of finding this partner, because there are lots of people, a great deal of people out there who don't have the same parameters, who don't have, let's say, the same kind of traits and characteristics, and they don't have all these criteria. All they need is maybe some random girl or woman at their job, at their work, they will be probably satisfied with. They don't have all this, a huge list of criteria which, this potential woman need to just meet or satisfy. The bottom line of this particular bullet point, this part of this video, is that criteria. Basically criteria which I have, which you all probably have, keep holding in our brain as a blueprint, let's say as a map of a potential person which we just look forward to finding actually. The next problem, the next thing, which I also want to mention in this video, is that the more and you have in your equation, the less likely you will find this kind of suitable person. And it made me reconsider everything which I basically had so far, because maybe it's worth just replace some criteria with just not and, but maybe with or. The next bullet point which I want to share with you guys, which I also find a little bit intricate, a little bit complicated, in a way that there is a saying, there is a commonly held belief, in order to find the person you want to create a family with or just settle down, you just need to wait. I don't know, you just need to do nothing, just kind of do your shit, grind your career, and just eventually this girl, this woman appear out of nowhere. Every single time when this thought starts just popping up in my head, I always ask myself, has there been anything in my life which I was able to find without actually trying to find this? It's is it possible to find, let's say, keys just lay on the ground and just find them? Without just going out, without just trying to search them, without just asking people around whether you just kind of saw my keys, etc. Nope, it's impossible. It just doesn't work this way. Not the case at all. We need to put some efforts. We need to make some efforts, just commit ourselves, just go outside. And so the thing which I actually got out of this idea is that even in my, let's say, maybe the busiest schedule ever, which I've ever had, I still try to find some time, at least one, or it's better 2 days a week. Of course, technically it's possible, but I guess it's gonna be exception. It's not gonna be a rule. The next one, I guess, is gonna be the most controversial one, because it's like a double-edged sword, really. It really is. What I've noticed, not recently, but maybe also for the last several years, is that most people, I would even say the majority of them. Okay, I'm not going to say the statistics, but I guess really a great number of people, they literally get into relationships purely for the sake of just covering and satisfying their basic needs. And let me explain. For example, I'm a person who is totally able, who is absolutely able to cook myself, to clean my sheet, I mean ironing my clothes, etc., cleaning your house, all these things. Essentially, the point is that I don't need to find a girl so that she will be able to cover these things, because I'm a pretty much self-sufficient man in this particular sense, in terms of dealing with all these things which I've just kind of pointed out. There are lots of people out there who are not capable whatsoever to cook, to iron their clothes, to do all these things. Basically, take care of themselves. They're like kids. And the point is that you are going to look at them more objectively, in a way that you will going to value them as a partner, as a sexual partner, as a human being, value her traits, characteristics, beliefs, ideas, essentially as a partner. The next one, which I also want to clarify, and it sounds like this. Under no circumstances, in my opinion, under no circumstances will you have to go into relationships purely for the sake of covering your loneliness, your unhappiness. Let's say due to this scarcity mindset, the way I see it working is that it will definitely pull the wool over your eyes, lead you and basically put you on the wrong way. I mean, it doesn't work this way. You don't have to you don't have to try to find a partner so that you will be able to just on 100% to cover primarily these ones: loneliness, unhappiness, and all these things. It will fail. Sooner or later it will fail, because basically the way I understand it is that the right partner is going to amplify, is going to enhance the state which you actually have right now. The way it works, in my opinion, is that if you're a happy person, a right person just automatically is supposed to make you happier. If you're an unhappy person, your partner, your potential partner will basically just destroy you, deteriorate and make you unhappier. The main idea of this part is that don't try to get into relationships, let's say, purely for the sake of just covering your loneliness and unhappiness. It's not the right formula. Sooner or later, it will fall apart. The next one, which I also want to just elaborate on a little bit. This particular one revolves around how busy you are. What I've noticed is that when I was 22, when I was 20, I actually had nothing to do except just, some kind of work. I mean, I'm just flipping burgers. I mean, before, let's say, work in the financial field, it was like 2 work days, and then after that it was like 2 day offs. That's it. It was pretty much easier to arrange some meetings with someone, either your friends or potential woman or girl. It was easier because I had less things to do. I wasn't, let's say, at all as busy as I am right now. Of course, it's a question, is it a blessing or a curse? I'm the only one who is responsible for everything that happens right now to me, but I guess that's just a good takeaway which you may just start thinking about. It's a great food for thought. Okay, so it was pretty much everything that I wanted to share with you guys about relationship stuff, about all these things, about women, about girls, about this dating market, and let's say these bullet points which I came up with, which I really hope some of you will find as a, let's say, food for thought, because it's not a clear answer. I didn't tell you, I didn't give you any answer. It's just a basement, just a foundation to just maybe just reconsider something in your life and be like, okay, this random dude has the same problem as I do. What can be told? What can be said about this to just wrap up this video? I guess, yeah, it seems to be really difficult for me to find a partner who will meet, who will satisfy and cover all these criteria which I have. Maybe, I guess it's either worth just to bring down the number, to just kind of like scale down the number of this criteria, or at the same time, I think maybe it's worth just putting more effort, just making more effort towards this, because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I truly want to find a partner who will satisfy all my criteria, because I don't want to just make this trade-off. Actually, I don't want to make this trade-off. I don't want to just say, okay, because as I've just said, I have already seen lots of, let's say, beautiful, gorgeous girl out there just standing in the corner, but let's say, smoking, drinking some shit. I guess to wrap up this video, I'm gonna just say that after this video, I'm gonna continue thinking about this, and maybe I will come up with something clear. I do hope you found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe on this channel and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye!